Good morning, Stoke. Right. Okay. What I want to talk to you about today is about energy security and what's happening and what the dangers are in the near future. And I mean near future, I'm talking about the next 5 years to 10 years. You will have heard on the news that we in Britain are building a new nuclear power station, which is going to supply 6 million homes or whatever it is. The reality is that this is a complete nonsense because A, it's going to cost a huge amount of money, and B, it's not going to serve the interests of the people in this following sense. First of all, it's going to take an awfully long time to make. And the second thing is that it's going to put the power back in the hands of a, a few individuals or a company or whatever. Now, here's the issue. As we enter the age of the digital age, well, we've already entered it, but as we progress faster and uh, and it becomes better and more usable, what's going to happen is that the drawdown on the energy required to run these, a bit like Bitcoin, for instance, which runs, it makes its model on the basis of how much energy it uses. That's how the transactions are calculated. So what's going to happen is that the draw from these organizations, which you've got to keep in mind, are not government controlled. They are outside government and they're being controlled by individuals. If you want to guess who those individuals are, Mark Zuckerberg, Elon Musk, people like that. I mean, these are not the sort of people you want to go down to the pub and have a pint with, nor do you want to have a cup of tea and a cake. So they are going to be in control, which means that they are going to decide where the energy goes. So if they're building something big and they need the energy, and they do, because you cannot run a data center without enormous amounts of energy, they will control the energy. So your energy security in a few years, if not now, will be non-existent. It will be in the hands of the Zuckerbergs and the Elon Musks, etc., and you won't have a say in it. You won't have any control. So this sort of mythology that is created, particularly by the government and the civil service, in particular civil service, which really acts really as a filter to anything, so stops people from doing things that are clever. Um, what will happen is that the shift of energy power will go from your hands into the hands of these individuals, and they are individuals. So why does that influence your energy security? Well, you've got a couple of things that influence your energy security. That's one of them. The other one, of course, is the threat of energy starvation created by, I don't know, Russia, for instance, or whoever it is who decides they don't like it. Um, this is why it is so important that we actually decentralize energy and put it in control of the people. Because if it's in control of the people, it's not in control of Mark Zuckerberg or Elon Musk or any of the bad actors. It's in your control. So this is not just an issue about politics or issue about economics. This is an issue about basic security, the security of supply, in the same way as food is in your hands in terms of the security of supply. So this is why I'm so adamant that we use technologies that are people friendly, that actually people can use and people can make. So the idea is we make the technology and we thereby gain the security and keep control of it and keep control of the value of it. So this is an incredibly important issue. It's something that you can't sort of dismiss and go, well, I'm not really involved in it and blah, 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 blah. If you turn on a light switch, you are involved in it. If you open your refrigerator door and it isn't working, you're in control of that. So it's absolutely essential that we end up with distributed electricity owned and controlled by the community and owned and controlled by the users, i.e. you. And you determine how much Mark Zuckerberg is going to get. You determine what Elon Musk is going to get. and the person that does control that is you.